On behalf of the Support Darren Wilson campaign, we want to thank those in attendance, as well as vocal supporters around the world, for publicly displaying your support for Officer Darren Wilson. We are not speaking on behalf of Officer Darren Wilson or his appointed representatives. We are speaking solely on behalf of the online campaign titled Support Darren Wilson. Our mission is to formally declare that we share the united belief that Officer Wilson's actions on August 9th were warranted and justified, and he has our unwavering support. We believe that the evidence has and will continue to validate our position. We want to thank the media for finally highlighting the other side of this story. However, the media has shown a strong bias against the supporters of Darren Wilson. We believe this has only intensified the destruction of the community of Ferguson and the surrounding St. Louis areas. We are exclusively here to support Darren Wilson, and we have no desire to engage in the negativity and hate which has paralyzed Officer Wilson's ability to pursue justice. Many of us have received death threats against ourselves and our families. Contrary to media suggestions, we are not affiliated with any hate groups. However, we respect each individual's First Amendment rights in this country. We will not hide. We will no longer live in fear. We ask this question: can justice ever be attained if one side's supporters are living in fear of speaking out? If you support Darren Wilson, make your voices heard. Call or write Governor Jay Nixon and demand that this bias stops now. The media will have to earn the trust of the Support Darren Wilson group. Stop drawing maps to houses, broadcasting in front of parties' homes, knocking on their families' doors, putting people's lives at risk. This is unethical, poor journalism, and a travesty to this case. At the end of this statement, the media will inevitably ask for my name, others' names and relationships, job titles, stories, etc. You want my name? My name is Darren Wilson. We are Darren Wilson. Thank you.
Yo, what up, Dallas? It's your boy, Philko here, also known as Philko, aka Philly Co, whatever, just trying to make up a new name. But I'm about to speak on a clip in which you just saw, as I usually do. And in this video, I think I'm going to upset both sides. Not that I'm trying to upset both sides. I'm just trying to be real. I'm not trying. I am being real. And I understand how a lot of things are from both sides. You understand? I understand how a lot of people look and see the other side, how they view it. And the people who support Michael Brown, when they watch that clip, when they see that clip, the first thing they want to think is they're racist. They're hateful, heartless, just evil demons, basically. Not evil demons, not literally, but they're just heartless, racist people who don't give a shit about a black life. That's how they see it. And then when these people who support Darren Wilson, who's the police officer, these people who support Darren Wilson, when they see the protesters and the screaming and the anger, a lot of them think these people are heartless. They are failures in life. They're taking out the frustrations on other people because they failed trying to do it, because they failed at life, basically. Don't even want to go any further than that. And they feel they're illogical, irrational, and just kind of like animals. That's how a lot of them see the protesters, out there getting things shot at them by police, running, throwing stuff back, or whatever it is, that's how a lot of them see it. But in this video, I guess I want to talk more to the people who are on Michael Brown's side, and hopefully I don't mix up their names, or Mike Brown's side, the one who's dead, unfortunately, rest in peace. The people who are on his side, let me try to explain something to you guys. When you see this other side, the Darren Wilson supporters, I ask you, do not automatically look at these people as racist, hateful people. Now you may say to me, how can they possibly not be hateful and racist? They're supporting the killer. Let me give you some situations that were similar to this, but the roles were switched around. O.J. Simpson. I don't know how old a lot of you are watching my videos. If you're like under 20, you might not really know much about it. But if you're like my age or older, you should definitely know. I'm 28. We've had a similar situation like this. We had a situation like this in which a black man apparently murdered his wife and her friend. Now, a lot of us black people, we actually at the time, I was young, but I was listening to people in my family, and because everyone was talking about it for a while. It's like the biggest thing in the world going on with the O.J. Simpson trial. And a lot of black people honestly felt he probably did it. But did they care? No. They were supporting him. Because the police officers were trying to frame him. They were trying to frame him, which is stupid. You frame a guilty man, you idiot. You know, it was stupid of them. And one police officer was racist, and Johnny Cochran was good. So a lot of people just wanted to see O.J. Simpson get off. And it's not just so much see him get off because they just don't care about white people. No, it's not that. It's just to see him get off because he's one of us, and because we like them, and because for once it's good to see the system go in our direction for once, okay? But you see, that's how we saw it. But just like now, how does the other side see the side that supports the murderer? Well, they see us as hateful. We don't care about a white life. We don't care about white people. They can all die, we don't care. When this guy was said to be not guilty, how did black people react? Yeah, yeah! It was like a celebration, like what the fuck? I honestly don't know what was the bigger celebration. When were black people happier? When we found out Obama would be the next president, or when OJ got off? I don't know. I honestly don't know which one was bigger. I really don't know. Because they were both humongous celebrations. Now imagine how they felt seeing somebody who, because I'm just saying, I'm being real. I'm not trying to say he did it, but odds are, come on. Most of us kind of admit it by now, yeah, this guy probably did it, but we're just happy he got off. When the murderer gets off O.J. Simpson, imagine how the white people, so to say, felt as they saw black people cheering and celebrating, high fives and all this stuff. How do you think they felt? They thought we were heartless, racist, and didn't care about white people. Is that the case? No. The vast majority of us aren't racist and don't care about a white life. That's not how we are. How we just saw that was the police was trying to set him up. Policeman used the word nigger, he was racist, and it's good to see the justice system go in our favor for once. You understand? So now in this case, you got these guys supporting Darren Wilson. Now how do they probably see it? They see it as Michael Brown. They see him as an aggressive young man because of the store video and maybe some pictures on Facebook. They see him as aggressive. Darren Wilson said he charged, that Michael Brown charged at him, probably had a weapon in his hand, something like that. So he defended himself and shot him. So a lot of them see it as he's not some heartless murderer, he's defending himself. So what are they doing? They're supporting his right to defend himself against someone who's aggressive. That's how they see it. Now maybe there are some people who are racist, who don't care about black people, maybe, but that's not what they're saying. I just want you guys to not always look at the other side as just hateful and racist because you are that other side in some cases. In some cases, that's you, O.J. Simpson. In some cases, that's us. Like, for example, you see this shit all the time. Some dude, some gangster getting arrested for murdering 2 people and this and that. Then the mother, you see the mother on the news, not my baby, free him, we support him, free him. He just killed 2 people. And this dude's a well-known gang member. Does that not sound familiar? Oh, that happens a lot. Whether it's your brother, your sister, your mother, someone you're close to, maybe a good friend, you would support them, wouldn't you? Well, that's what's happening here. A lot of these people aren't just his friends, they're his family, they're distant relatives and business partners, all that. They are the ones who are supporting him. So why is it so shocking for people to see that there are people who support Darren Wilson? Are you crazy not to expect it? Of course there are going to be supporters out there for this man. He has friends, loved ones, and family. Not only that, there's also people who just believe his side of the story and understand his side more than the other side. That's just how it is. So if I met someone here in Hungary, I don't know, I'm in Hungary for those of you who don't know. If I meet someone here in Budapest, right, who supports Darren Wilson, I'm not going to be mad at him. I'm just going to talk to him. But I'm not going to try to change his mind either. Because the only thing I'm going to say about it, because I do know some Darren Wilson supporters on my Facebook, and they're police supporters all the time. They're on the police side. And one guy, one good friend of mine, Tim, he probably watching this video, he kind of started messaging me. He started with me because I'm not a supporter of Mike Brown. I'm not. I'm not a supporter of Darren Wilson either. I'm not, because there was no videos there. I don't fucking know what happened. I just find it kind of strange that a person got shot twice in the head and 4 times in the body. But then again, I wasn't there. Sometimes people get shot, they don't feel it and they keep going. I don't know what happened, so I'm on either side. But he was coming at me on some, oh man, here's evidence. Like everything he was showing me, he was just constantly throwing evidence at me that was against Mike Brown. Like, listen to what the guy says 6 minutes in the video. He said he saw Mike Brown charging. The reason why he didn't get shot at close range is because of this rule they have, blah, blah, blah. He just kept sending me evidence of everything that supports a police officer. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, to me, you think you're being smart, but you're not. You're just trying to find specific evidence that makes you feel better. You're not even trying to look at the other side. So you're not being logical. You're kind of being an idiot. Because if you go at a situation and you pick a side and you're only finding evidence that supports that side, you're an idiot. Because you don't even know how much evidence is against that. You don't know. So if you honestly can't, if you're a person, you pick the side. If you honestly can't give one good point based on the other side's views, like one good point they have, you can't mention it, you're an idiot. You're just emotional and brainwashed, and there's no time to waste on you. Because I give positive sides of both. Right now, Darren Wilson's side, I agree with them that this man is very suspicious that this man was shot twice in the head, 4 times in the body. That's a lot of times to be shot. A lot of times to be shot when you don't have a gun. It's a lot of times to be shot, and yes, the guy does have secondary weapons. Okay, so that's kind of crazy. Another one, 1 point for the Darren Wilson side. This man was large and known to be aggressive, and in the video in which somebody filmed, the black person filmed, you hear one of the black people around 6 minutes say he saw that, he was like, yeah, then Darren Wilson started going at the cop and the cop was shooting at him, but it doesn't look like, he said he doesn't think Darren Wilson felt anything because he kept going as if he wasn't getting shot. So both sides have accurate arguments, both sides. Darren Wilson, Mike Brown didn't have a gun. You understand? So I see both sides. So all I'm basically saying in this video is, don't look at the other side as just complete, crazy, insane people, because sometimes that's you. Especially if you're my age or older. If you're an OJ supporter, that's you. If you have a friend or a loved one who's in jail for committing a crime, but you don't think they should be in jail, you're like, free this guy, that's you. Okay? So these people are Darren Wilson. Let them support. No death threats, none of that stupid shit, if it's even happening, from Mike Brown supporters. But just don't do it. They're going to support, they're going to love, there's nothing you can do about it. These people aren't evil, you don't know them. All you know is that they support Darren. And that is it, people. Later.